I didn't touch you. Why
yeah, you did. You hit me in the face.
It's not allowed. Why are you recording someone?
It is allowed. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone.
Get out.
You get out.
I'm going to call to police.
You get out.
Allowed.
Go get out. If you're saying I can't file the records
I am not
request here,
saying you cannot file here.
you just told me I have to leave and I can't file here. What are you talking about? That's exactly what you just said. You said this is not a public building. You can't be here. Visitor sign in sheet.
I'm sorry, but you're not privy to
I've
this
taken
information.
pictures of that whole thing already.
This is confidential. You don't need to be looking at that.
It's out in the open to
Please.
the public. What's going on, Bay fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency, and we are back at it once again. For this video, we're in the city of Sacramento, California. You guessed it. We went ahead and went to the Covered California building. If you don't know what Covered California is, go ahead and check it out. We actually went to this building 2 times this day. The first time they were having a public meeting and we toured literally the whole building. We saw a conference room where they were having the meeting and it was just finishing up. Then we saw another area behind a door that had a green scan card box. We went ahead and went behind that door and we walked in through another door that says reception, and there were glass safety windows up with people that were supposed to be behind it to help people. Based on the fact there was a sign up that said they were gone from 12 to 1 and it was around 12:15 or 12:20 in the afternoon, we went ahead and headed out and said we will come back after 1. We went and visited a couple other buildings. We showed back up just a little bit before 4 p.m. and then it gets a little wild. You guys are going to see what happened in this video. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area Transparency Official. Follow us on Instagram at Bay Area Transparency. Subscribe, like, share, and let me say again, like the video, baby. Have you liked it yet? All those likes help, Bay fam. The likes, the sharing, the links, everything helps. It goes a long way. It helps more than you know. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a video. As you've noticed, we are trying to drop more and more. Now that my health is getting better, I'm back in the gym, so on and so forth. We are trying to drop at least 3 videos a week, and I'm trying to stick to that as best as I can. Time management, I'm still pushing it, baby. BAT, and I'm out. Wear a face mask and no smoking and no vape homes. Oh, there you go, there you go. Whew. I'm freezing out there. How's it going, man? The door is open, but I don't, really don't know. Reception, so you can. Interesting, okay. Hours of operation. That's cool. Interesting. So this is a reception. Got it. I like it. Could have swore I just heard that dude in the back behind the glass say auditor.
Did you need some help, sir, at all?
No, I'm good. Just taking pictures.
Pictures
What do you mean?
Oh, do you work here or?
No. Nope.
Oh, you're taking pictures?
Yeah, I'm just taking pictures.
Okay.
Yep, just everything around.
Sure.
Okay, I want to go walk around on the other side by the security desk. There's another little area there that I want to check.
Excuse me, sir.
What's up?
What's your name?
What's up? What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Marai. I am security in here. I am working.
It's what? Marai?
Zmarai. Zmarai.
Zmarai. Zmarai.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, man. I'm Jay. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a badge?
No. No badge. I don't work here.
You not working?
No, I don't work here. I have to work here to have a badge, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I don't have a badge. No.
Okay. Okay. Just
Nope.
someone. No, you.
So I waited. Okay. What I gotta do out here real quick. I left here earlier because I wanted to come back when the covered California employees and not just the security guards were here. I think it's really important, and we'll ask for some records and go in that lobby in that reception center, and you know, hopefully everything's good. They didn't say anything last time. Hopefully they don't say anything this time. Find some good employees doing a good job and get some public records. Look at that lobby. How's it going? Get that one thing, get that one lobby, get those records from that spot, and then we should be good. Good to go. Let's get that one. What's up, man? A watch?
Badge.
Oh, a badge? No, I don't have a badge. No. Why, do you need a badge or?
That's why I asked it. It's the first time I see you.
Oh, no, I
It's
don't.
my first day, that's why I asked.
No, I don't work here. No, I'm just going to the reception counter
Okay.
for the where people go. I'm not going like in the other offices or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just going where the people go to, like to get help. You know what I mean? At the counter in there, like the windows. Yeah. No, I don't have a badge. Yeah, I don't work here, so you won't see me in any employee areas or whatever.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't have a badge.
You're not coming my, you not record my video?
You're not on it?
No, that's why I,
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's that way. Yeah.
I don't want to come to this video.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna go get help at the windows in there. Get some information.
You want to do this?
To the window, the reception window.
Okay, just one minute. I'm going to talk with someone who's waiting about you.
Okay. Isn't it open to the public?
Just 1 minute, sorry.
Okay. Interesting. I don't think like it's just an open area, right? So should be good.
Hey,
Hi.
you took the picture, video.
Yeah, I'm taking video.
You have you from which company?
My own. I don't.
You
I'm
have a car?
no. Okay, Bay fam, let's pay attention to the other guard walking up behind his partner right now. He's blocking his face again, which I didn't even notice this day during the video. I just thought he was scratching his face or something of that nature. He is about to come and stand right next to me as they ask me to sign in. So I decided, okay, I'll sign in with a funny name. I've been wanting to try to use this name anyways, which I have now used it in several videos you guys will see that are upcoming. Regardless of that, he got too close to me. Too close for comfort, and when I was speaking to him, he seemed to me that he was getting ready to put his hands on me and grab the camera or do something crazy. At that point, I start trying to get away from him and walk, and when I do, he starts following me, pushing his hands like he's going to grab the camera and starts going in a circle with me. And like I said in the text earlier, at the end, he has his hand out trying to block my camera, and at that point, he kind of shoves the side of my head, basically the left side of my head by my ear, just a little, just like a little tap push as he walks away, which you guys will see part of that as he walks away. But I just want to explain, this got really weird really fast because he is really worried about being on camera for some reason. No, I don't have a card. No cards on me right now.
دا محکم راغلی و د ګورا ویل چې دا سړی وي خپل سر باندې ولې هغه واخلي can you sign him? Sign him?
Yeah.
Because هغه وکي دلته بیا
Yeah, I'm just going to the help window.
Tom recording
نه او هلته هغه ته هغه باندې راغ وکړي چې دا پټرول ده.
What's the date?
Today?
Yeah, 25th.
Yeah, 25 hours.
25 yes. نو هغه باندې کو کس چې یو کس عکس اخیستلو په خاطر راغلی دلته ناسته دی ورته کېنو چې هغه راسره مې وپوښتې چې کوم ځای هغه ته مې د خپل سر باندې عکس واخلي
اوس نو ته چې تاسو ریکارډ باندې
که اوس هلته راځم چې خپل محل ته راسم
زما ریکارډ پکې رانشي
نه مشکل نشته خو خیر دوه دې ورته وایي ته باندې
دا اوس دا مخ راولې
Yeah, I'm just
چې مخ ته راشم د تلیفون پورته نیسي
I'm just getting What time is it? What time is it? 4?
Sorry,
It's like
sorry.
4, huh?
Can you close the close close your phone.
What do you mean close it?
Excuse me, sir.
What do you, I don't know what you mean. Close.
No, don't return the camera. That's why I don't want to.
It follows me, bro.
No,
See?
no, it's not. No, it's not allowed. You can't off the camera, please. It's not allowed, please.
Do what?
You can't switch off your camera. Why you caught? That's not allowed. This is the state of office, please. It's not allowed.
Oh, you're saying recording is not allowed?
Exactly. And what I say, I'm going to tell you. Please stop with the camera.
Why?
The
Why?
record is also coming in the camera. We also. This is not allowed. Please, who are you? Just stop here. This is not allowed. Please stop the camera.
Hold on. I'm not going to turn
No,
my
no.
camera off.
No, you. Yes.
Bro, back up from me.
No, no,
Back
no.
up from me.
Why are you coming?
Back up, man. Leave me alone. Dude, he just hit me in the face. Hey, don't hit me in the face, motherfucker. What's wrong with you? He just hit me in the face, you fucking idiot.
You're so stupid guy. So
You're a stupid idiot. Why you hit me in the face? I didn't touch you.
Okay, I didn't touch you. Why
Yeah,
you
you did.
recording
You hit me in
someone?
the face.
It's not allowed. Why are you recording
It
someone?
is allowed. Leave me
It's not
alone,
allowed.
man. Leave me
Just
alone.
Get out.
You
Just
get out.
I'm going to call to police.
You
It's
get
not
out.
allowed.
Go get out. Dumbass, man. That's crazy, bro. So he was being super weird about me having a camera, and he was getting more close than. Let me do this. So he was being super weird about me having a camera, and he was getting way closer to me than I was comfortable with, right? Like he was within touching distance. And so I tried to walk over here to get some distance between me and these guys. And he started walking in a circle around me, and as he went out, when the camera wasn't on him, he pushed his hand and hit my face like this. You need some help? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where you go. You got a clue? So, yeah, they're trying to say it's not. And if you look at what I signed in as, and I know that's not the correct spelling, so. But yeah, his coworker was fucking, that was insane, like ridiculous. So I need to go to the help window. So I'm gonna go to the help window. All right? Cool.
No, no. You're waiting for
Who are you waiting for?
someone coming.
Well, it's an open help window, right? I mean, I'm just going to the help window. I don't want to deal with you guys and the guy who just hit me in the face. I'm not interested in him, so. I wasn't caring really about him anyway.
What's
So.
happening?
I don't know. I don't know what their issue is. I'm trying to go to the reception help window in there and get some information, and that's it. They're just telling me to wait. The other guy hit me in the face as he walked away because he didn't want to be on camera, and that was that.
So what is the purpose of the camera?
I'm working on something, but I just keep it with me wherever I go. So
Okay. So you don't have an appointment here?
no, I don't need an appointment. Yeah.
Okay, well,
There's an open reception window right in there. That's what it's open to the public to come in.
actually, it's for employees. It's not for the
The
public.
reception window in there?
Correct. That is correct. This is an employee headquarter building. It's not open to the public.
Okay, curbside pickup. It's green, so we can go back, but I don't know what it is. Let's go see. They have other offices. The door is open, but I don't, really don't know. Reception, so you can. Interesting, okay. Hours of operation. That's cool.
Headquarter building. It's not open to the public.
Okay.
So
Well, there was
you're
a public
misinformed.
meeting earlier that I was in and walked into.
That was a board meeting from a different agency.
Right, but it's public. It's open to the public. Yeah.
Their board meeting was, but the building itself is not for the public. This is a employee building.
Okay. Well, I was in here earlier, and I guess everybody was at lunch, and so I was trying to get some stuff. So nobody.
What stuff were you
nobody
trying to
said,
get?
Some public records I'm going to request, but nobody really said anything to me. I was walking around. I went to the public meeting. I recorded that a little bit, and then I went to the reception, but nobody was in there. So I came back after 1 because they said they were closed from 12 to 1. I was here at like 12:15.
Okay.
or
And what
whatever,
is your
so.
name?
It's Jay.
Jay, what's your last name?
I'm not going to give my last name.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give that information.
Okay. Well, I guess we just went in full circle, so yeah, there's nothing here for you.
There is. yeah.
There is no public services provided here at this building.
Well, it is open to the public. Yeah.
It's open to our employees and the invitees of the building. We don't serve the public here at this building.
Well,
This is an
I have to
employee.
be able to request public records.
If, there is a process for doing that, but it's
Right.
not for showing up and just, you have to
Yeah,
have an
you can
appointment.
show up. You don't have to have an appointment for that. The law doesn't say that.
Okay.
There's a Public Records Act, right? And I can show up and give a written or verbal public record request at any time.
That is correct.
Right.
But not by just showing up here and
Yeah.
asking for it.
For sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's where I guess we're kind
And,
of at
well, I know the law like the back of my hand, and your security guard, not him, but the other guy, not wanting to be on camera
well, that's.
and
that's-
walking around me, and as he leaves, he hits me in the face, kind of pushes my head back, and then walks away,
Okay.
is not okay. And you guys should have cameras in here, but you don't, but I have it on camera.
Okay, so I think
that's
maybe
not okay.
if I'm gonna ask that you go ahead and leave the building, because I guess we've decided that this is not a public building for where you can get public records, because you have to have an appointment to do that. You can send an email to Covered California to request those records.
Right, and
We have
I
a
can
process
do
on our
them
website.
in person,
We
written
have a
or
process
verbal.
on
Yeah.
our website to do that. And then you can make an appointment and come in, they gather the records, and they can reveal them to you. But at this time, there's nothing I can do for you.
Well, yeah, I need to file my public records request here. Yeah.
You don't file it here. That's what I'm saying. This is an
Where do
employee
you file
building.
it at?
Go to the Cover California website, and there
Okay.
is all
I'm
the
not-
information you
so-
need
So
there.
I don't file them on a website, I don't send an email, I file them in person. Where do I go in person to file them at?
I guess you would have
Because
to
what
make
the
an
law
appointment.
says is I can come here and file it, I don't need an appointment, and I can do it written or verbal, because this is the building that I'm requesting records from.
The written and verbal, though, would be a written or verbal. It's not just showing up here.
Yeah, it is. How do I do it verbally if I'm not showing
You
up?
would do it over the phone.
This is open hours, you guys are open 8 to 6. There's
For
nothing-
employees only.
Excuse me, there's nothing on the door anywhere that says employees only.
Please, please.
You're gonna call police for what?
Well, I've asked you
Because
to
I'm trying to
leave.
file public records?
You're not filing anything.
I'm going to file a public
That is
records
correct, and I
request.
gave you the correct
I suggest-
procedure.
Do you work for Covered California?
Yes, I do. I'm the
Okay.
facility manager for this building.
Okay, I suggest you call your boss because
I
you're
am the boss.
100% wrong. Call your PIO. You are 1,000% wrong.
Is there a problem why you wouldn't just call the phone number for Covered California,
Because I
request
do it
the
in
public?
person, I record, I'm doing a story on Covered California, and I'm gonna record while I do my public records request,
Okay.
right? So that's the security guard who decided to hit me in the face.
Bashir? Yes?
My shift is finished.
Okay.
I can go.
Yes, you may. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I was waiting for my colleague because he come here.
Oh, at, what time is it? Is it 4:30? 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
I think you're good to go. Yes, thank you.
So yeah, I would appreciate if you call your PIO because there's nothing here that says I can't be here. This is a open public building. You guys are a public entity, and I'm going to request records from this office.
So this is not a public building, and the public records can be accessed. However, you
who
need to
owns the
call
building?
with our Human Services Department to make that
I don't have
appointment.
to call and make an appointment. I can file records at any time. I can just show up and file records. There is no appointment needed. So listen, filing for public records is a right.
I understand
If I
that.
needed to request an appointment and request permission to exercise
How would
my
we know what
right,
files to pull unless you let us know which ones
because
those
you
are?
write it down.
That is
That's
correct.
part of the verbal.
That is correct.
Right? I verbally give
Tell
you the
us
records
what it
request.
is.
Exactly.
And then we have so many days to
You
comply.
have 10 days, exactly. So if you'd like to take my records request, and then
You're-
I can be on my way. It's real
Okay.
simple. 'Cause
Another
the
thing
onus
is, we
on
have
you
no
to
one
send
here
that.
at this building to serve you at this time. So if I could
You
take
are here.
I don't work for Human Services. The office is closed. So what I can do is take your name and number, have someone contact you. to-
No. I'm
And
good.
that should
So
suffice.
If you're saying I can't file the records
I am not
request here,
saying you cannot file here.
You just told me I have to leave and I can't file here. What are
I'm
you talking
telling
about?
you
That's
that-
exactly what you just said. You said this is not a public building. You can't be here. You need to leave. Call the police and you can't
Because
file a
I've
records
asked you to
request
leave
here.
and I've gave you good
This is an
instruction.
open public building. I don't have to leave,
Okay,
even
we're-
if I just want to come in
We're
and
going
use the
right back in
bathroom.
a circle again.
Right, because you don't understand the scope of your authority. You have none in an open public space.
I think the thing
When
is
I
that
come
you
in-
don't have authority.
I do. Yeah, you work for me. You get paid by public tax dollars. You work for me.
Okay,
Right?
So
Is that true or not?
would you give me your name and phone number and I can have somebody call you?
No, I
that you
would
can
like
come
to
the building
file my
to
public
file your
records
public
request
records
today,
request.
now.
There is nobody here to serve
If you could figure
you.
out how to do that, that would be
I'm
awesome.
sorry, sir, but there's nobody here that can
Okay,
serve
then
you.
give me an address. I can go in
This is
person and file the.
This will be the address. There's a phone number
Okay,
on the website
so
that
I
you can
file
call.
them here,
You
right?
would have an appointment to meet
I don't
somebody.
have to have an appointment.
Come back on
So it's
Monday at
very
8
clear, I
a.m.
can be here and file a public records request. Is that, we have that established, right?
You can file a public records request. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and I can file it here, but I have to have an appointment. Who would I have the appointment with?
Our HR department.
And HR is in this building?
Correct.
Okay, but nobody from HR is working at this time?
That is correct.
Okay, well, I mean, we could have said that.
I have
right?
said that.
I did not hear you say anything like that.
Oh, I apologize, but if you have it recorded, then you can look back and see that I
Okay.
did say that.
So what I would suggest is you take the public records request, you give it to HR, because what the law says is during public open hours, I can come in and file it. It's not my job to get it where it's going. It's on you guys, and you have to take it.
Okay.
So I would
So at this
suggest you
point-
guys write down my records request, and then you give it to your HR,
Okay.
and they have 10 days to respond. I come back in 10 days, and I pick up the records
Okay.
request. That's what I would
So if you
suggest.
could come back on Monday, we're open
I
from 8
can't,
to
I
5.
can't. I'm out here now, yeah.
Okay, well, there's nobody here to serve you, so,
Well, somebody has to take the records request. I mean, that's the thing. It's a law. You guys have to. You really don't have a
we have
choice.
no one in our HR department that can serve you at this time.
Then I suggest you call somebody and figure out what you have to do to fulfill my right and the Public Records Act. This is a California public record. This is a law.
I understand.
You guys don't have it. That's what I'm saying. You don't have
I'm
a
not saying we are
choice.
not providing the records, actually it'll be reviewed. I'm not saying we won't provide them, I'm saying at this time,
No.
there's no one that can serve you.
At this time, you have to take the request. Whether it's you or somebody else, somebody has to take it because you're open and I'm here to do it.
So my request is that you provide your name and number, so somebody can reach out to you to get the proper information to you.
Yeah, right.
At this time, I don't have that.
I'm not gonna provide
You
my
can't
name
file a
and
Public
number.
Records
Yeah.
Act without your name and phone number
Yeah, you
anyway.
can. You can do it anonymously.
Okay,
For sure.
can you do
Yeah.
that then when you get back to our website and do it
No,
that way?
I do it in person. You're not listening. Like, I do it in person. I'm gonna file it in person, and I'm here to do that. You
Mm-hmm. Correct.
can't tell. You don't know where I live, where I'm from.
No.
You can't tell me drive home, come back in a few days.
I
Then you
didn't
just violated the California Public Records Act, right?
Okay.
Because I'm here
No
to do
one's
it.
telling you that you cannot get the
Okay.
records.
Well, then, do you want to take my records request?
I don't have the form to do that.
You don't need a form. It could be on a blank sheet of paper. There's actually no form that's needed for that.
And
you
on this,
guys might have a
if I
form,
have
but-
this form, how will I know where to send the information?
Like I said, I'm doing it anonymously, and I'm going to come back in 10 days and get that response. Typically, you guys need more time to get the records. Like, usually the 10 days isn't enough. So I grab the initial response. They'll give me a date. On this day, we'll have your records. Then I come back and grab those records. So again, if I can be here to file records like I knew I could, and you were saying I couldn't be earlier, this is an open public building. For some reason, I don't understand why you said that it's not a public building. This building is owned and paid for by tax dollars. This is clearly public.
Okay, this is not a state building.
What is it?
Cover California is a tenant of this building.
You're right.
We do not own it.
No, well, okay. The building is paid for by public money. This is a public entity agency, is what I'm saying. It might be a private owner with the building and the state leases it out. I
just
get
wanted
that.
to
That happens
be
all the
clear
time.
that it's not a
And
state
I'm
building.
actually that's gonna be one of my requests. Is the lease agreement for this building is gonna be one of the things I request.
Okay.
So.
Whatever your intentions or purpose or what you're requesting is not any of my business. That's all
Well,
private.
and I'm just trying to file it so I can
Right,
be on my way.
and I want that filing to be done the proper way, and what I'm saying is we don't have anyone from our HR department that could help you with that.
Right, and what I'm saying is I can file it here and you guys need to figure out how, it doesn't have to be somebody that it just has to be somebody that works for Covered California. It can't be security because I don't think they're paid by Covered California. They're probably a private company, right? So it could be you or anybody else that takes the request and the onus is on Covered California, you, to get that to the right spot, whether it's your PIO, whether it's your human resources, regardless of who it is.
Is there any
So-
reason why you can't come back to do this properly?
Yeah, because I live far away and I'm doing it properly.
I understand you've been
I'm
here most of the, have you been here most of the day today?
I came earlier, yeah.
Yeah, because I recognize you. You would come in and took a picture of the front, then walked into the lobby and then left again.
No, I was here for a while.
Yeah,
I went to the board meeting
Yeah,
and,
I saw
all
you.
kind of other stuff. Yeah, so, and nobody said anything to me. That's why I was surprised when this guy freaked out. The other security guards were like, hey, you good? You need anything? You need help? It's like, no, I'm good. I'm going to request some records, but nobody's here.
Yeah, there's
Now, I thought, because what you don't get is these doors, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this is why it's a public area, right? Look, we have to scan to get in here. It's red, but we don't have to scan to get in here. And this is where that service window is. So that's my thing is like, what services do you guys give at that window? You said it's only for employees at that window?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so I would appreciate if you could call. I mean, you can call the police all you want. They're not going to do anything because it's a public building and I can be here. We've now established that I can be here and request records. I would respect and request that you call somebody and say, I have somebody here who wants to file public records, but nobody from HR is here. How do I do that? How can I take his request? That way I can file my request and then I can be on my way. That would be faster than us waiting for police for an hour, however long they're going to take to get here and whatever. If it's CHP, they're probably a little fast. You guys are a state building. Typically your policy is to call CHP, but SAC PD would take forever. And then we're going to wait here. The building's going to close. At that point, you're going to have denied me my right to file public records.
That
'cause
is not true.
you're not letting me do it.
I'm just saying there's nobody here to accept your request
You
at
are
this
here
time.
to accept the request. That's what I'm saying. I know you guys have to give it to HR, but I don't have to give it to HR. I just come and say, I'm filing a public record request. I file my request. You guys get it where it's going. I pick up the response in 10 days. Like that's literally the only thing. My only duty is to come and file the request. Your guys' job is to take it. So if you tell me I don't have anybody here, come back Monday, you have now opened up Covered California and the state of California to litigation because in essence you have denied my request.
That is not a denial.
It is. You're not allowing me to file it is a denial. I have the right to file it. That's
You
what
do
I'm
have the
trying to
right.
explain to you.
You do have that right.
Okay, so if you could figure out, I mean, we're going in circles here. If you could figure out how to accept the records request, that would be awesome because I'd like to file it and be on my way and not be assaulted by your security guard. So
No, you're not going to be assaulted by a security.
I already was. He hit me in the face. I have it on camera. That's called assault. And if I was that type of person, when the police come, I could have him arrested right now and show my camera and say, he hit me in the face, it's assault, I'd like to press charges. And he'd be arrested for misdemeanor assault. We'll wait for the police, we'll go that route. All right, she's refusing to file my records request at this point. She continues to say, we don't have anybody here, but I've tried to explain a million different ways and times that it doesn't have to be somebody from HR. Anybody could take it. And the problem with what she's doing is she's not going and trying to get the information. She's not going and trying to figure out what she has to do to take the public records request and allow me to file the public records, right? And that's part of the issue. Their security hitting me in the face is also part of the issue. And it's not cool, so. So hopefully it's CHP. I don't know if it's gonna be SAC PD, CHP. Well, hopefully it's CHP. And hopefully it's actually Stevens, right?
Entrance, maybe? I don't know if anyone in the garage.
This lady this whole time has been telling me you can't be here, you can't be here. And they've chosen to call the police even though she's just said, yes, you can file your records request and yes, you can do it here, but we're still calling the police for some reason. I don't understand that part of it. So if I can file my records request and I can do it here, that means I can be here. Why are we calling police? No answer? No, somebody else.
Hello.
That would be police.
How are are you? Yes, of course.
And what was your name again?
My name is Deborah.
Deborah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get. What was your last name?
I did identify myself when we first met.
Did you give your last name? I don't remember.
You've
I'm
got it
so
on-
bad
you've
with
got
names.
it on your camera.
Okay. Well, did you give your last name?
Yeah. Well, I guess when you give yours, we'll be even.
No, I don't. That's the thing. Like, you work for the public.
Well,
I
you
don't.
have it on. You have it on video.
Right, but I'm asking you because I'm gonna. One of the things that I want to request is gonna be your name, your employee file, all the public records, and your last 2 pay stubs is part of what I'm gonna request. So if I don't have your last name, which I have to get, this guy taking pictures. He didn't want me to take pictures, but he's taking pictures. It's a kind of an oxymoron. If I don't have your last name, I can't file the records request for your stuff, your employee file. So again, you are not going to allow me to file my records request.
I already explained to you what the situation is. There's nobody here to help you right now. But you can come back and get the records request at any time, but I just don't have anybody to help you today.
So I can be here,
The building closes at 5.
but it is public and it's open to the public, correct? Because you just said that the public can come in and file records requests. Exactly what I'm here for. On top of that, they have public meetings here, which I was here for earlier. And in all honesty, I would have filed it earlier if I knew I needed to ask for somebody. I thought those windows were for us and I was just asking for help. So, but another thing that I want to point out is on the thing, it says guests, right? And this right here, visitor sign
I'm
in
sorry,
sheet.
but you're not privy
Oh,
to
I've
this
taken pictures of
information.
that whole thing already.
This is confidential. You don't need to be looking at
It's
that.
out in the open to
Please,
the public.
back
It's out
this
in the,
way,
It's out in the
please.
public space.
I know.
So
You
it's-
can go
it's
back
not
over there.
confidential. You guys wouldn't leave it out.
Yeah, you don't need to look at people's names that visit the building.
I do.
You can
I've
request the
already-
records if
I've
that's
already
what you need to
taken,
do.
I'm going to request those sign-in sheets specifically.
Okay.
So it's like those are public
I
records.
guess
That's
you
what I'm
won't
saying.
need
They're
to
not-
since you already took pictures of them.
Well, I took one.
Okay.
But my point is it says visitor sign-in sheet. But yet earlier you're like, oh no, this isn't.
Visitors of the
The
building.
public can't be here.
Yeah.
Right? But then you say, oh, but you can file your
didn't
public
s-
records request.
Okay.
Yes, you did. You said I have to leave. The public can't be here. This video is not, or this building is not open to the public and you can't be here. That's what you said. So are you retracting that statement? I would hope you would, because it's not true, and I'm just trying to file my public records request. But for some reason, she is, like I said, she's doing anything but figuring out, calling somebody and saying, how do I take his request without anybody here from HR? And that's the part I don't understand. Like how, you should just be getting, taking the request. I mean, it's real simple. No. Is there a card for this office?
No, there's not.
There's not a card for this office. No contact card. I'm sorry, you cannot block
Please,
my camera.
please
Ma'am,
don't.
don't
Please.
touch me, please.
Please don't do that.
Don't touch
It's
me.
not necessary.
What, record? I'm
Yes.
recording everything. I record everything. Anything open to the public. Don't want me to give you a reason why I record desks like this? Because I want to make sure that you guys are protecting private information and people's information. If it's
Yes.
out on that desk for everybody to see,
It's-
you guys at that point are not protecting private information.
Okay.
And it's
Well-
called transparency, which is why you don't want me to record it, because you don't want to be transparent.
That's not true.
Okay, well then what is the issue? I should be able to record it, right? So, and she's trying to block my camera, or she did block my camera with the paper, which is a Bain Act violation. When somebody tries to violate your First Amendment right by blocking your camera, and that is a violation of the Bain Act, right?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Tom Bain Act real quick. You can see here it is a California civil code. You see the code number right there, 52.1. Keep in mind, this is only a California code. This is just a small piece of it up on the screen. It is actually way longer than this. It says that if somebody tries to interfere with you exercising your constitutionally protected rights by threat, intimidation, or coercion, then it opens up them or the entity they're working for, if you're in a building, to a lawsuit under the Tom Bain Act, which blocking your camera is force. This is a state lawsuit. Be clear, because I do hear people talking about it that are outside of California saying that someone else is violating the Bain Act or the Tom Bain Act. This isn't true. You can't violate the Tom Bain Act outside of California because it is a California law. So if you are not in California at the time that somebody's doing that, maybe there's another law that applies, but it's definitely not the Bain Act. It's important for us to go record to really know what we're talking about in the states that we're at. Let's get back to it.
I'm not going to go back there. I'm not going to go in any area I can. I'm only being in public areas. And honestly, you probably by now could have taken my records request and I could have been on my way. Like, I'd be gone already. But now that we're waiting, it's crazy. Like, we're going to have to go through this. I'm going to have the police tell you the same thing I've already told you.
I do have a question. Why didn't you request this? You said you were here all day. Why didn't you request it earlier?
Well, that's what I was telling you. I was here earlier. I went to the meeting.
I understand.
And I went to that window to request it, but
no
everybody
one
was
there.
on lunch. Yeah,
No,
so
it
it's
wasn't
like
at
I
lunch.
couldn't.
There was no one there to
Well,
serve
they
you.
said they're closed 12 to 1. They're at lunch. There's a thing there that says that.
I understand.
So yeah, I mean, I can't do it. So I left about 12:15 or whatever, and then was like, I better come after 1 to request the records. Now I'm here again. Your security freaks out. Like I said, hits me in the face, walks away. You don't like that I say that, huh? But he did. That dude is a lawsuit waiting to happen because he's gonna attack somebody here, and get California in a lawsuit. Okay. And I'm not a lawsuit filing person, but I do have one against the state of California that I did file. And I suggest you guys look it up. It settled for a very large sum. So that's not what we want to do. But if today you deny me to take my public records, unfortunately, you will open up the state and covered
I'm
California
not
to
denying
litigation.
you're not being able to take a public record. I'm saying
Yes,
there's
if
no one
you
here
don't
to
take it, that's
accept
denying. There is somebody here. You say you're the head person here. You say
I did not
the
say that I was
top.
the head person.
Or I said, talk to your boss. You said, I'm the boss.
building.
Okay, I suggest you call your boss because
I
you're
am the boss.
100% wrong. Talk to your boss. You said, I'm the boss.
I just don't understand if you have a sheet of paper to write down what you're trying to, what records you're requesting, how anyone's supposed to contact you if you're not providing your
I
name
don't
and
need you
phone
to
number.
contact me. I come back in 10 days and get it. That's what I told you. They have 10 days to answer. I come back in 10 days, I pick up the records. Right? Like I've explained that to you, but you are being so stubborn because you're used
I'm
to
not
having,
being stubborn.
you're used to having authority and you
That
don't
is not-
have any
that
right
is not
now,
the
and your
case.
ego is not allowing you to just do your job. And that's the unfortunate part of it. You know what I mean? Egos play a big part in people's actions, and it sucks. So, I mean, I could have stood here all day and just recorded your security and everybody else, but I came back to get my records. So like I said, it'd be awesome if you could call somebody, figure out how to take their... If you call your PIO and say, I'm sending this guy out of here, I'm not letting him file a records request, I told him to come back Monday, he's going to say, no, do not do that. He has a right to file that request.
I
You open
understand
us up
you
to
have a
litigation. So why are you not doing it? Deborah, that's my question. Why are you not doing it?
There's nobody here to serve you. Let's see.
Deborah Mortison is her name. So we got to get her public, her employee file, public information. We have a security guard standing out there, right? He came in to take pictures of me. I just gave him a thumbs up and let him take the picture. I didn't go hit him like he did me or freak out. But he's out here waiting for the police, and he's going to try to like run them in, right? and we have her out here, or her denying the records request.
He's saying you can put it on a sheet of paper and walk away, but, I know.
So she's speaking to somebody who clearly doesn't know what they're talking about either.
Okay,
I always find it funny when I have state employees that are like, oh no, you can't do that. We have this way, you have to do it that way, but they just don't understand the law. They understand what they're told. That's why I know the laws, right? So really simple. When the police get here, I'm gonna pop out. That way I can record the security guard and whatever he says to him. And then I'll come back in and hopefully they take the records request. So how are we gonna take my records request? Because I'd love to file it. That'd be awesome. It's funny, she even just said, oh no, you could be here, you could come here for a records request. You can come back here to this office Monday. You can come back to this office for a records request. Yet they've still called the police, and she's just waiting on the police. Like, what are the police going to do? You've already made it very clear we could be here. Like, you need the police for what reason exactly? It doesn't make any sense. But nothing I can do about it. Somebody's just illogical. There's no logic in what they're doing. I can't control that. So.
hello. Okay.
I'm just waiting for the security guard. He's out there.
They tried. So someone's gonna call me, or someone's just gonna, okay, I'll stand by. Okay, bye. Trying to get hold of someone in legal.
So we can figure out the records request?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or.
I appreciate
yeah, it's
that. That's what we're
probably
supposed
not-
to do.
Yeah.
Well, your legal departments, if they're
It
smart.
goes through legal. That's what it goes through.
Yeah, I mean, if they're smart, they're going to say, yeah, we have to take it. Like, take it. Just take it. He can be on his way,
I
and then we'll give him a
understand the
response.
process.
Well, then why'd you tell me, Deborah, that I can't be here? Why'd you
I
call the
didn't-
police?
I just
Why are you
said
telling
there's
me
no
I
one
have
here
to
to help you
leave?
today.
Why'd you ask me to leave then?
Yeah, it just got a little different when the camera and walking through the building.
Well, I can be here. It's a public space.
I know.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Okay, well,
I
and I don't mean to
I know I
upset you.
hear you.
Right? I don't mean to upset you. I understand, trust me. I have a camera. It's weird. You don't see it every day, right? And I'm telling you, no, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's only because I know the laws, right? And so I understand when people are taken aback a little bit by, why is this guy recording me, right? I get that. Totally get it. But like, I still expect you, being one of the people that pay your salary and everybody else in this building, to hold your composure and do the right thing. That's what I expect you to do, and I think all of us do, right? And so I understand your position. I understand it's a high-stress situation, and people make mistakes and things like that, like your security guard did, who I'm waiting for the police so I can go hear what he tells them, because I can guarantee he's not going to say, I walked away and hit the guy in the face. He's not going to say that, right? You know, I just want you guys to do your job the right way. That's why I record. Because if I didn't get your security guard hitting me in the face like that on camera, and I told you guys would just be like, didn't happen. He would never do that. He's a great guy. But I got it on camera, right? So that's why I record. You telling me I have to leave and can't be in this public space, that's why I record. That's why I need a camera. It's important. It's called transparency. So anyway, somebody from legal is going to call you, and then we will be able to take care of the records request, and then I can be on my way. I could stay until you guys close, but I'm just not planning on staying. I got to get home longer than filing my records request. So
That's why I'm surprised you didn't come earlier.
I did, but I thought that they were gone. You know, I'm like, oh, 12 to 1, I got to go. I had other stuff to do, and now I came back after 1. And I was when the security stopped me, I was literally getting ready to walk through that door because of my travels through the building earlier. I'm like, oh, the window, I'm going to the help window. I had no clue it was an employee, because nothing says employee only anywhere. Like, you guys need signs up to designate those areas, you know, because I walked literally through the whole building. You know, and I could do that because there was a meeting earlier, right? It's a public meeting that the public can be at and attend, so.
On here for a public records act request. Okay, stand by, hold on.
Awesome. Can we put it on speaker? And you should inform them that I'm recording as well.
I can't do that on this phone.
Well, I can't, there's no speaker on the phone?
No, there's not.
I cannot,
Go ahead and,
I cannot file it unless I can hear the person, and I'm not gonna put this to my ear. I have to do it on camera. So if you wanna just tell them I need it to be on speaker or in person, but, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is and I can't hear you because I'm just talking into the phone, but if they could just take down my records request on a sheet of paper and get it to the right person, that would be great. I am not going to speak on a phone that I can't record the conversation, so I am recording. So I'm going to give the phone back now. And I appreciate her trying, right? But hopefully she just write the request down, right? Like, that's all she has to do is just write down the request and we'll be good to go. She can get it to the right people of who it's going to.
yeah.
The Raiders.
Do you need a name or anything, or just the records? Request. Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna get a blank sheet of paper and she's gonna take down my records request.
Just that he'll come back later after 10 days to get information.
This is going, what's going on in there?
Yes.
I'll have you guys write it for me.
Okay, if he's asking that I write it,
Yeah, I'm gonna give it verbally, written or verbal.
okay? Okay, so I'm gonna write it what he tells me.
Thank
and
you.
He can leave.
I always give my records requests verbally. And it's important for me, in my opinion, to give them verbally. I don't believe that's police. That looks like it's like another security company or something. It's important to give it verbally because of the Americans with Disabilities Act, right? Some people can't read, they can't write, they don't have arms, they don't have hands. There's a lot of Army veterans that, like, my dad was one of those people who could not fill out an application if his life depended on it, right? And it would freak him out, so everybody would have to write down for him. Okay, are we ready? I want to know, first a copy. You said this was a privately owned building, so I'd like a copy of the lease agreement with the private building owner. The security guard here just came, and I don't know his name, so hopefully you could write his name on there, but he just came up and took pictures and videos of me, as you saw. When he did that, he made a public record, whether it was on his private phone or not, so I would like those videos or picture that he took. You know, there's not a camera in here. I was really hoping to get a second angle of him hitting me in the head. As far as you go, I would like, one more thing before I get to that. Every employee's email address, state issued email address, I would like for this building only, not for all of Covered California, because I know you guys have other places. And for you, I would like your name, salary, and every public document in your employee file, including oath of office if you took one. And as well as your last 2 pay stubs. And I would like to know if the security guards are from a private company or if they're paid from the state of California. What else was there? There was the email addresses. There was the other dude earlier who spoke to me. Who was he? I'll have to get a picture of him. I'll use a picture. I'll send a picture. I'll have to do another public records request because I don't have that individual's information. I have a picture of him who spoke to me earlier, and I want to get his employee file as well. Okay, next thing is any state issued cell phone that's been issued to somebody who works in this specific building. There's a security guard coming back because I'm going to have to point the camera the other way so you don't hit me again. I'm not putting my back to this guy. I'm sorry, this dude did what he did and I'm not going to let him do it again, so I'm going to defend myself next time. What did you have written so far? I'm sorry, I forgot where I was. State issued cell phone for that last one. Any state, I don't have my reading glasses on. Any state issued cell phone who works in this building, I would like the bill for that cell phone, those cell phones for March 2025. So March 2025 phone bills is the cell phone. That way I can look into the other accusation. That's right. And I would like any emails sent by covered California employees or to covered California employees regarding my visit here today on 4/25/25. I want any memorandums that you guys have put out regarding the First Amendment and First Amendment rights inside public areas of these public buildings. And just let me know if I'm going too fast, but you seem to be grabbing it all. And oh, you're not done with that. Oh, you are. I would like any trainings that you guys have regarding First Amendment rights in the public areas of the public buildings as well. I got the emails, memorandums, trainings. I got the cell phone bill so I can look into the other accusation. I got her employee file. I need the dude with the picture. I requested the security guards photos and video. I requested to know if they're private or state-owned security company. I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Okay.
And I will put the name for it, anonymous cameraman. That way when I come, I can say, instead of just saying, hey, I'm here to pick up a public records request, I can give a name that they...
Anonymous camera.
Yeah, anonymous cameraman is fine, or camera. I don't care, just so I can give a name so they know who it's going to. Even though when I put this video out, you guys will know all my name and information anyways, because I'm all over the place. But, so anonymous cameraman, I will come back in 10 days. It is the 25th. Do you have a calendar handy so I can figure out which day? Oh, there is a calendar right here. Can I look at this calendar? So we're on the 25th.
7th.
Yeah, about the 7th. Okay. I'll actually probably like come back the 8th or like a day or two after, just because they have 10 days. It doesn't mean that I, it might not be ready for me on that 10th day. So I'll come back a day or so after just to pick it up. So that's good. And then if I can just get a photocopy of that, so I have proof that I, even though I recorded it, that way I can have a copy of what I actually submitted, and that's it. I'm done after that, and I'll probably be on my way. Is there a water fountain close by? Well, that's not true. There's a water fountain by the bathroom. But I'm not gonna go use the water fountain because she's already freaked the fuck out about me being here and recording. Right, and of course she is. Look at the way her fucking security guard handles the issue. Like, dude's like, don't record me, and I understand, like, you don't want to be on camera, but don't work here, bro. Get a different job. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Right? Get a new job, get a different job, or just don't be here to if you don't want to be on camera. Like, he should not be working here for sure. Oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot one other thing. I need, and I'll just write it on this one, I need the security guard's name as well. I'll see if I should be able to get that because he doesn't work here, even if he does have a private company. And if I could just borrow your pen, I'm going to write that on here too. I don't have my glasses, but I'm going to try. And put my chicken scratch on this thing. I should have been a doctor the way my handwriting is. I never got better since kindergarten. Okay. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to wait for the police. That way we can just all get everything squared away.
Well, I think it's after 5 though, so we'll have to step outside.
Is it after 5?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I looked and it says you guys are open till 6, but I can...
No, we are not open till 6.
Oh, really? It says
our
it...
employees can work.
It says it on the website. But that's fine. I'll step outside and wait for them. That way I'm not running from them and they're not looking for me and all that goodness. Still looking. He just came out and looked at us and walked back down that way. Let's see if we can get a good shot of him walking back through the hall. Something. I'm just glad Deborah ended up doing her job and she stopped lying, because I just told her, well, you said this and you said that and you said this and you said that, and she's like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did, Deborah. You did. You said that we couldn't be there. You said that, all this stuff, like you said it. Is that his hand? Is that his hand? Is he like, he is. He has his hand recording. You see that shit? He just moved his hand. He has his hand recording around the corner. This guy is so scared of being on camera. And then I looked and I'm like, hold on, that looked like a phone. And is that his hand? And sure enough it was. There he goes.